This is going to be the one you want, hun. This is going to be your...
This is going to be my...
Your shining moment, hun. $69.99.
Wow.
I know.
That's fantastic.
You bought the most, the thing with the most profit.
Did I?
You got from the boot sale, yeah?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I know. You hero.
Good morning and welcome back to Emsden UK. We're Paul and Marie and we have a little sourcing buddy in the back there.
Hi.
Hey.
Team of three, hun.
Team of three, yes. What are we doing?
We're going to a boot sale, hun.
We are.
I've got my sunnies on already because it's only 6 something, but it's blinding out there. It's going to be a scorcher today.
It is, yeah. So, don't know what we're going to find. Hopefully we'll get some good bargains.
Plenty of bargains, I hope.
Yes, yeah. But, yeah, see what we can get.
I'm not awake yet, hun. I'm not awake.
Never mind.
Let's see what we pick up, shall we?
Mm. Four. I might be.
I'm in the worst bit here. That's a mile there.
Yeah, I've got a spare pound.
Machine didn't come on.
Look at this. This one, I think this one's small. Sorry? No. Should we all stop for a minute? Crosswords, eh?
Sorry?
Crosswords on the table there.
Oh, yeah.
That old bush set fire.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like that.
I don't know. You don't know who we are.
what, for the whole lot? Yeah. £2.
If I'm on a rattler as well.
Absolutely.
What, the grey one? Did you bring hands up there? And then if you put some on the front and some on the back one,
Yeah.
it'll balance it out because it's leaning. Yeah. They're just basically stay there in a pile.
You do 5 of them. 6.
think about that a lot of time. I think I know what it is. Cigarette dispenser. Alright. That's cool.
Yeah, PVC. Oh yeah, I thought that was that's wooden, I think.
Pine quills.
Sorry? Oh right. Unusual, isn't it? Tam trzeba iść zostawić, bo ja tu nie byłam na przykład. Tu nie łaziliśmy gadać, że nie tam łaziliśmy. Ja tu nie byłam. Na stówę.
Everything's £20.
No, I didn't. I missed that. I'm trying to be good though.
Yeah, I know.
No, ale zawsze
They're cool, aren't they? It's not looking too. Oh right, that is a good plan. Oh, you're going to have that.
She's not now though.
That's cute.
Alright, pretty good deal.
Ja nie lubię tak robię.
We're done.
In 5 hours, hun.
No.
It's 12:06. We're in
5
5 hours.
You're joking.
Feels like more. My poor feet.
We
My
are.
poor swollen, throbbing feet, hun.
We're a bit shattered, aren't we?
It's so hot as well. I sort of think my face is a bit warm as well.
Yeah, you know, you walk around, you can sort of feel
Burning
it, can't
up.
you? You can start to feel it. But
Bought quite a lot of stuff, haven't we?
we have, surprisingly. I mean, this is the first one for this year, I think, isn't it? And
At this
for
place, yeah.
this place.
Still quite boggy though in places.
But
Sinking.
yeah. So it's absolutely heaving.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Took us quite a while to get in, didn't they? We queued on the road. Took us
It
how
was
long
about
did it?
half an hour, I
Just to
think.
get
was it?
in.
Just to get in, yeah, that's it. But you know, we've been walking around for an hour, hour and a half, and then we can still see in the distance queues on the road to get in. So yeah, it was a massive one.
Nice to come to a different one though, wouldn't it, hun?
Yes.
Nice to have a bit of a
Have
look
a
at a different
change, but yeah, I must admit I wasn't thinking it was going to be this long.
one.
But
Worn out now, hun,
but
you're
yeah,
not.
we are. You okay, Ems?
Yeah.
You shattered.
No, we're all worn out.
Yeah.
Got quite a
So-
lot of stuff though, so that's what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll show you what we got.
Yeah. Well, that was a busy boot sale, wasn't it?
Oh, we were absolutely exhausted, weren't we? Done in for the day, weren't we? Then
We were very, very tired.
very tired. Now this boot sale was a recent one, but it wasn't this past weekend because we had our daughter's birthday.
Yes, yeah.
And that
that's
sort of
it.
changed all of our scheduling, didn't it? Trying to
Yep.
get that last challenge video out. But we've had everything set aside so we can show you because it was an amazing boot sale for us, wasn't it? We've got lots and lots of things.
That's it.
But because of the time, when we got back from the boot sale, we didn't want to have it all sat around for a little while.
No.
So we did start actively listing
we
some
did,
of it.
yeah, we were listing it, weren't we?
Especially the clothing, the shoes, because
Yeah.
I couldn't wait. And I was getting a little bit low on listings because I list 5 a day on the clothing site and we cross-list to Depop and to Poshmark. So it's very important that we have that continuous consistency. So some of the clothing and shoes have been listed. So should we, before we go into the pub and show them, should we show them what's actually sold?
What's sold, yeah, because we've actually sold a few bits.
4 items, hun. But will any of them have sold for full price? That's the question.
Wow.
Will we get the old... Let's have a look, hun. So we have bought these dog tooth... Let's start with these because these were lovely. Dog tooth trousers. They were like a pink and black. We paid £4.50. Now, that seems quite high for a boot sale, but the lady had a couple of items and she was doing a £5 each. And because we had 2, she
Got down
reduced
a
it...
little bit.
Yeah, massively amount. Took 50p off. So this item went up. The other one's not gone up yet, because I haven't ironed it. So it's a bit of a delay.
Lazy.
But these dog tooth trousers went up for their Zara, I believe, £4.50. We put them up for $22.99 and they sold for £20. That's not bad. And they sold
That's
quickly,
good.
didn't they?
Yeah,
They were
did.
lovely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then we had this Whistles waistcoat. We mentioned it in our clothing video recently. We paid £1 for this.
£1. That's
I couldn't
absolute
believe
bargain,
it, could
isn't
we?
it? Yeah.
And we sort of knew Whistles because
Yeah.
we'd done it in our clothing research, so we knew.
That's
So
it.
I was very excited. Now we did put this up for $34.99, but we did take an offer for £25. And
Yeah,
you may
it
be
is.
thinking
That's quite a
difference.
difference, yeah.
And it went up, and it did go within a few days, I think. But it's like anything, we do have to be realistic. There's 2 of us. We paid £1. £1 into £25. It's sometimes better to get that money than wait another 6 months to get £30.
Exactly, and that, you know, and you might not even get that £30 or
No,
£35.
because-
That's the thing. So you could be waiting for nothing, and then you've lost that sale.
Yes, and
So-
sometimes we do have to think that when something's been in our store for a month, then it may go on a sale, 30% sale. So it could have gone below that anyway. So
Yeah,
we
it could have
sort of we sort of seize the moment and
Thought, yeah, £1 to £25, I think is
happy with that,
really
weren't
good.
we?
Yeah.
So then we've got this jean jacket, hun. Now, with the clothing, I sort of had jean jackets before, so I sort of know when I see a jean jacket, I'm looking at listing it for about £20. This one wasn't a particularly high brand. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was now, my love. But it was £3 and we put it up for $18.99, so just under the £20. It must have been like H&M or something like that. But it did sell quite quickly for £15, so we were happy with that, weren't we?
That's fantastic.
And then we're going to finish on these Steve Madden shoes. I've never heard of Steve Madden.
No, I haven't. No.
But the lady, the stall, we'll tell you a bit in a minute when we take you into the pub, but she only wanted £1 for these. And Emily said, oh, look, jelly shoes. But they were a size 10
Yeah, they were
ladies'
big,
shoe.
weren't they?
So when I had a look into it, a lot of people were using the old Y2K style. I thought, let's be brave. So I did in the listing, and they went up for $22.99. We paid £1. They were in a box, and we sold them for £20. So that's the 4 things that we've got from this boot sale that have already sold. So already, hun, we've got £80
Fantastic.
back.
Yeah.
But should we go into the pub now? Because it's a bit cooler
Yeah,
in
might as well
there.
it is a lot cooler in there,
And
so
we'll
we'll show you the rest of the
what we
stuff.
got.
Yeah.
So we're here with Wendy. Let's show you what we got at the boot sale. We've got this gorgeous new with tags Zara shirt, £4.50. It's an XXL. We're going to be listing that for $28.99. Look at that lovely cuff there, hun. Look at that. It's nice, isn't it?
It's cool, yeah.
So we've got this gorgeous Ted Baker jacket. Obviously not going to be that popular now, hun. But it was £3.
Not this weather, no.
It's a size 2, and we're going to be putting up for $26.99. It's gorgeous though, with the old velour sort of collar. Got a pair of Next jeans. They're only £1, hun. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
Got a 34R. We're going to put that up for $11.99. We've got this gorgeous British Home Stores. Remember British Home Stores, hun?
Yeah.
Look at that. £20 new with tags. We paid £1. It's a size 18 dress. $16.99. That's going to go up for. We've got this gorgeous. Is that Precis? Not very good with the names, hun. Gorgeous dress that was only £1. Look at that lovely flower detailing there. Size 12. We're going to put that for $24.99. That'd be good for party season, hun. Then we've got these t-shirts. Not quite sure why I got these, hun.
Okay.
I think the brand is Provisions for the Wild. They're a bit dirty, so I need to wash them as well as iron them. Why did I buy them, hun? But they're £1, and we're going to sell them for $14, or we're going to put them up for $14.99. But I think it was because of the skulls. I know skull things, and it's motorbikes and coffee and that sort of thing. I thought, look at that, look, caffeine and gasoline. They're quite nice, aren't they? Quite popular with the men. And then we've got this gorgeous, is it Jaeger jacket and pair of trousers?
Yeah.
And it was only £1 for the piece. He was doing £1 per item. So I snagged these at size 12, $28.99, hun. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad at all, is it?
So we're going to go over to the table now and show you the shoes we got. So we've laid everything out on the table here because we bought quite a lot of shoes and hats, didn't we, hun?
We did, yeah.
So we'll start on the right here with these Marks and Spencer's size 3.5 wide fit shoes. They were £5, and we have listed them for $26.99. We're going to move on to the Senior Open Sunningdale 2021 hat that we bought from a lovely man called John, who said, "Hello, Emsden," as we were looking at his items.
That's it.
So hi John, hope you're well.
Yeah.
We paid £5, and we have that listed for $22.99. Behind it is an Amsterdam hat that we paid 50p for, and we've listed for $18.99. If you see these tags, that's our little
It's our coding,
in
That's
our
it,
SKU,
yeah.
so we know where everything is.
Yeah.
So then at the beginning, hun, we've got these pink Jones shoes. Now, we've come across a store when I spotted these Jones Bootmakers shoes, and because we did the clothing challenge, I knew the name was of good quality. So I asked the lady, and she said they're £1. All the shoes are £1 each. £1 each.
Bargain.
All the shoes are £1 each.
Absolute bargain.
So we bought 10 pairs of shoes from her. So we've got the Jones ones, hun. Let me just look at my list. Jones shoes. We've got those for $22.99. We've got the ones next to them, the Jasper Comran shoes. We've listed those for $19.99. Then we've got the ones behind, hun, the Monsoon. Now these are, I think they are brand new. They've got the thing of £65 on, but they've been crossed out and someone's paid £25, or they would put down to £25. But we've got 4 pairs the same. One of them is used, but the other 3 are new. So the used pair is going up for $18.99. The other 3 are going to go up for $29.99 because they are brand new. I think we've got size 4, and these bigger ones, I think, let's have a look. Oh, size 41. Who remembers what that is? So that's those. Then we got these Faith shoes from the same lady, hun. Again, they cost £1. We're putting them up for $14.99. We got these John Rocha burgundy boots. They are going up for $19.99. We've got these Amethyst shoes. They are going up for $29.99, and we've already sold some shoes. But then we've got these Berties from a different person. These Berties shoes, they were, I think, I want to say they were £1 as well from a different person, and they are going up for $22.99. I like these. Look at that.
They are
Looks
cool,
a bit of
aren't
quality,
they?
doesn't it, with the trim. Then we've got these gorgeous ones at the back here. These are Karen Millen shoes, and they sort of look like they've only been worn once to a wedding, but look at those, they're gorgeous, aren't they? They were £3 in their original box, and they are going up for $29.99. It's that time of year, hun, where people go to weddings.
Yeah.
So you never know. And then we've got these other shoes, hun, that we paid £5 for. These are Next. They are a size 5. Did I say what the size of the Karen Millen? 37. Why don't we put the normal sizes on, hun? These are a size 5. They're brand new. They were £36. They like a flock sort of leopard skin pattern, ankle, whatever you call it. They're gorgeous, and they are going up for $29.99. And that sort of concludes. Have I covered everything, hun? I think I've covered everything. The shoes and the hats, hun. So I think we need to go back to the table.
Yeah. Well, we've got some good purchases there, haven't we?
We did, yeah. Look, all those pound pairs of shoes, hun.
Pound pairs of shoes.
Couldn't get it out quick enough then.
Yeah.
The excitement of it all. Getting pound pairs of shoes. New shoes for £1.
I know.
New shoes. You can't believe it, can you? So it's now time to go through the other things, the non-clothing and shoes elements of what we bought, because we bought quite a random
selection.
mix.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Should we go through some of the things that perhaps we shouldn't have got? Because we like to be honest.
Let's do that first.
Honest and realistic in our videos. It's not all. You do get wrapped up with things, and you think you're doing the right thing. You get home, and you go, oh.
Oops.
I shouldn't have got that. So we're going to start with the two games here.
Yeah. Oh,
the logo game.
Okay.
We've started venturing onto Amazon. Turns out they're not worth much. I shouldn't have bothered.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot, wasn't it? We didn't sort of look there and then. What we should be doing really is getting the Amazon app open, and we should be scanning them.
I know, but we don't want to do it, do we? We're a bit.
It's a bit difficult when you've got someone hovering.
Yeah, we don't like to stand over the stall, do you?
But anyway, we sort of. Well, you had a thought that they may be okay for Amazon, but
turns out they're not. So
they're
if you're thinking of that, don't bother. Also, just to add insult to injury. It's only about £10 on eBay. That you'd be lucky to get £10. Let me phrase that a different way.
Okay.
And also, they are not. This is not complete.
Ah.
So yes, it's one of those. Shouldn't have bought it. What was I thinking?
This is the problem with unless you're gonna stand there and just check it all there and then.
And there's so many bits and pieces you can't.
You're wasting your time, aren't you? That's the problem. But
I've just got to remember not to pick it up, not to pick up sealed board games or the ones that are worth a lot of money. Learn about them. Don't just randomly, willy-nilly pick up, because they're heavy to cart around in our trolley as well.
Yeah.
They're bulky.
So it's a bit of a waste of time, that one.
That cost us £1.50, hun, wasted.
Okay, and what was this one?
This one was also £1.50. We didn't learn. This is pointless, and it was, hun. It was pointless.
It was pointless.
This one you only get between £6 to £8 on eBay. It's not worth sending it to Amazon, and there are cards missing.
£6 to £8 on eBay. It's not even really worth it.
No.
That's the problem.
So we won't be getting that again. It might be different come Christmas time, but at the minute, I will not be buying them again.
Did you say this wasn't complete either?
This isn't complete either.
So we bought 2 incomplete games.
Yes.
Ooh.
Normally we're really lucky when we buy games, and they always seem to be complete. But this week, not
so much.
We got all those pound shoes, but not so much with the games. So there you go. I'll be trying to steer clear of those, because then you end up with mountains of games, don't you?
Yeah.
With bits missing.
Yeah, we'll look at more sealed, like you said. I think.
Let's move on to a sealed one, because they were the ones I chose, hun. You had this one, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had some sense, and you bought a sealed game.
I bought a sealed one
for £2.
It's one of the again. I did actually try to look at this one. I walked away from the store and tried to look, but the signal was really bad on the phone.
Yeah.
I just could not get a decent signal to be able to get onto Amazon and check.
Well, I have had a look, hun. It's not worth it.
It's not. No. So I did take a gamble and bought it. I think paid £2. Was
£2.
But yeah, so it's not worth it for Amazon.
$11.99 on eBay. So I've got no
$11.99
doubt
on
it will
eBay.
sell
So,
for that or around the
You
£10
know,
mark.
it's good for a sealed game, but we're sort of steering clear of the lower value, aren't we?
I think it's the time
Yeah.
to check these items. If it was a £30 game, it's worth it.
Yeah.
If it's a £10 game, it's not worth it.
No, that's it.
But now we've got 2 games. We're going to have to buy other games to make up 1 from 2, or we just chuck them away. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do.
I don't know. I mean, can you spell the spares?
You can
sell
but
the spares.
You can, but you're putting them up for like £4.
Yes.
It's not worth our time. So we'll have a think.
Yes,
If we see one at a 50p around the boot sale, we might decide
The
to
thing
buy
is,
it.
we don't want to fall into that trap again. We had piles and piles of games at one point where they were incomplete. And you get to that point where you think, hang on a minute, I'm not actually finding any more of these. And we had stacks
of them, yeah.
And we just in the end just got rid of all the spares, didn't we, sort of thing.
Yeah, so I think we just have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. We don't want to get back to that point again.
It's learning the ones that aren't of high enough. It's pointless. High enough value. So is it me or is it you?
I don't mind.
Shall I go with this fella then?
Yeah.
This is Sean. We bought one in a recent video and it sold really quickly, so we sort of knew we'd get around the £20 mark.
Yeah.
He was only £1, and look at him. He's better. The last one we had is scratches. This has got a very small scratch, but the other one has scratched eyes, didn't he? Right. Very good condition. We've already listed him for $22.99, but we're thinking probably
around about £20 mark.
£20, yeah, I think so. He's gorgeous though, nice vintage one.
Yes.
Right, so you'll go then, well, I'm sticking him over there.
My go, right, so what shall I start with?
I don't know.
Let's go here, shall we?
I haven't put any piece of paper out, I'm saving the planet, so I'll have to assist you with the pricing.
Thank you. I got this and then sort of regretted it afterwards, but it's a TomTom, it's a sat-nav, but I knew it was a very old sat-nav. And, come with the adapter and all that. I don't know if it works, obviously I haven't tested it, but it did come with a couple of cables, so we got a car charger and a mains charger. But I believe that's for that, is it? Must be.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, I think we paid £2 for this.
You've got to give it a go, haven't you, my love?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a bit of success with TomToms in the past, but they've been a little bit more modern. So yeah, I think we're going to give it a go for around the £15 mark. That's obviously if it's working, because it's not been tested yet. So
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, my love.
Fingers crossed, yeah. But it is, as you can tell, look, it's a chunky old one, that is. So yeah.
I'm reaching across, hun, because we did buy some lovely baskets, didn't we? The old Wicker Woman. I've got my Wicker Woman badge on again. I keep forgetting my badge. This is a bamboo, it's not very big, but it's like a bamboo vintage sort of planter for a plant pot. I think we paid, I think this was the 50p one, and I'm putting it up for $19.99. Now people are still laughing, hun. 19 for that?
I know, I mean...
I remember when you come into me and you said the same, what, this one?
Is this the right one?
Is this the right one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because it is gorgeous. It is got quite a bit of age to it. Look at all that detail with all those bamboo canes. It's gorgeous. Very solid. So we'll give it a go. We might not get anywhere near that, but sometimes, you know what I'm like, if I like something, I price it high because I don't really want to sell it. But you can't keep everything, can you?
No.
So that's that one. Let's put Sean, you can look after that.
Am I going next?
You're going, my love.
Let's go for another sat-nav.
He's the old nav
Got a
man.
boxed one this time. Nav man. I recognise that. That's I can't remember the actual make of it now.
No, I didn't know. I just put in nav man because I thought, what is that?
I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, it's a little bit more of a modern one. But not a popular make, I don't think. But yeah, it comes with the cable manual. Don't think it has a car holder. That's the only. I know.
That's the international sign.
And that is car holder.
Car holder.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll all work. And we're going to be putting this up for $14.99.
I think so, yeah. Give it a
yeah,
go.
Give it
a
go.
Starting point, isn't
see.
it, my love?
Yeah, but again, not tested. But yeah, if it's working, be $14.99. But
It's
but
boxed.
It,
That always
it
helps,
is.
doesn't it? It's in its
It
box.
probably will sell, but not great value. What did I pay?
Navman, £2.
£2. Okay, so
Worth a go, my love, isn't it?
worth a shot.
I'm going for one of my favourite buys. Oh, wicker going everywhere. It's this gorgeous basket, sort of vintage 1950s, 60s,
Wonky.
wooden base, which is always lovely. But it's got a bit of a unique feature because if you have a look there, it's wobbly, it's quite flexible, which is not really what you want as a basket. I've put a little bit of paper in there,
Yeah.
because I've drafted out a listing, but I've got needs video. I think we should show that in the video.
Definitely. So it's really a case of putting it on the table and
doing that.
just showing that it is a bit wonky.
But if you're putting a plant pot in it, that will stabilise
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
it
got
will
that look to it, that 50s, 60s look.
Once it's left, it'll be fine. It's just that it's not as tight as some of the other wicker items, really, is it?
No, so I have priced it accordingly because it is a little bit on the old flexible side. But
Yeah.
I've put $18.99 on it. I don't think I've said what I paid. I paid £2 for it purely
Okay.
because it was so old.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, cool. I'm
Doing
gonna
the
do
job,
that back.
won't it? If someone just wants to put it on a table.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over to you again, my love.
Shall I go here, shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do both of these at the same time. I've got a couple of webcams.
Oh. What are you planning?
Yeah. No, we're always looking out for this sort of thing just to improve what
we do.
What we do. This really isn't to sell on, it's just to see if it's any better than what we've got. But they're only 50 pence each. When I picked them up, I knew they wouldn't actually be worth a lot of money. But yeah, it's just to see if they're any better than what we've already got, really. I think one's, what was it? Technica is one, and was this a Microsoft one, was it? Can't remember.
remember that.
I think so.
Yes, we
Oh,
started.
no, sorry, it's Logitech.
When we
was the other one.
started YouTube, we thought we'd challenge ourselves. Can we make almost 200 videos with no financial investment at all, but just using a phone and
It's just using all the equipment we already have. The thing is, we haven't got the money to invest
got the
in,
money
really.
to
So
invest in GoPros and all these fancy things. We just use what we've got.
we just use,
Hope
yeah,
for the best, don't we, hun?
that's it.
Hope for the best.
So whenever we see things like this that may help us in any way, we do sort of pick them up,
and
especially
try.
if it's only 50 pence each. I mean, do you know what I mean? So if they're no good, they're no good. And it's not much lost. So
That's it. And if you're new to these sort of videos, or you're new to watching reselling videos, and you're sort of thinking, oh, I can't do that because I haven't got the right equipment, you can do it with virtually any equipment, can't you, my love?
you can nowadays, yeah. So, I mean, you can do quite a lot with your phone.
Yeah, that's
If I'm
it. You
honest
don't
with you
need
now. You
vast
don't-
sums of money to throw at things
No.
to make YouTube videos.
Definitely not.
You can just rock up
Yeah.
with a phone and give it a go.
Give it a go. That's it. Definitely.
Well, shall we move on to my next bit of wicker, hun?
Another bit of wicker.
Another bit of wicker. It's a cute little bowl. Now, the item I'll show you in a minute, this came with it, and the man said, you have that. But I said, no, I'll give you 20p for it. Look at me being generous. Well, because any other item was £1. So it's a little wicker basket. It's sort of wicker and what I'd call woven straw. I paid him 20p. He was really grateful.
I mean, it's lovely.
But
It's small,
cute.
but
I normally
yeah, it's
wouldn't
lovely.
have bought it on its own,
No.
but because I'd picked it up and he said I could have it, I sort of took it and just given him 20p. But I want to put it up for $12.99, hun.
Yeah.
It's only dinky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it'll ever sell or not.
You
I'll
might
give it a
get a
go.
tenner, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a little bit wonky there, isn't it? But
It's
but
quite
it's
nice,
nice.
though.
It is nice. It's
Bit
when you
unusual.
actually look at it, you think the amount of time.
Well, because it's got sort of bamboo. Look at the
yeah.
base. It's sort of bamboo and
Yeah.
not woven straw. It's quite a nice design. So give it a go, hum. That's all you
Give
can
it a
do.
shot.
That's all you can do. Pop that in there.
So go here.
Yeah.
Oops. Now I've got this little camera again.
This was from John, wasn't it? We showed
This was
in
from
the
John.
room when we showed you the baseball cap from John. This was also from John, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely. And it's another one of these things that I was sort of looking for myself, really.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to resell. It's all it is a little. It's like a little action camera, but it's it's like a torch, really. I didn't know whether it could assist us in any way in what we do.
Yeah,
So
got to give it a go, my love.
it was only £2, wasn't it?
I think it was
£2. So we thought, well, it's worth a shot. You never know. And you know, if it's no good, then we'll move it on one way or another.
Yeah.
But
Got to
yeah,
try these things, my love, haven't you?
you have got to try 'em, yeah.
I've got this gorgeous basket. Look at this.
That is
Wooden
nice.
at the base. I don't know if it's old. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's old, but I don't know if it's old.
Yeah, it's got a few marks, hasn't it? But
Yeah.
I don't know. It does look quite old.
But I think in the
but-
listing, in the draft I've done, I think I've put serving, flour.
Yeah, I mean,
collection.
it'd be a
Do you know what I
lovely,
mean?
lovely decoration.
If you had
wouldn't it?
like a little vegetable patch and you went to go and pick your peas, it'd be quite nice for that. Or you could have it on the table with your flowers in.
It's quite sturdy.
It
This
is,
one.
yeah. I thought it was
it's
lovely.
well built. It is very, very nice.
It's got that
yeah.
nice aged look to it. So it was £1 and we're putting up for $22.99. So I don't know if we'll get anywhere near that, but you've got to find the right person who's looking for that particular design, haven't you?
Yes.
I'm all wickered out now, hon.
You're all wicked out.
It's all over to you now,
Okay,
Mr.
so
Electrical Man.
cameras.
Yep.
Got this Fujifilm 14 megapixel camera.
Is this
not-
the Fine Pix, is
This
it?
is the Fine Pix,
The
yes.
T360.
Is this the Fine Pix?
I
Yes.
think it is.
Yes. Yeah. £3 we paid for
£3.
this. Fantastic. You know, I haven't got the charger. It's got a USB port at the bottom, so some of these cameras do charge through the camera, so you not necessarily need a charger. But I haven't really looked into it yet. But yeah, it's in pretty good condition. Lovely colour. But yeah, I think it's got an SD card with it as well. Yeah, that's in there with the battery. So yeah.
I've done a little bit of research, Mark.
Have you?
£29.99, I think.
Okay, that's
So,
pretty good
that's
from
initially
£3,
what
isn't
we're
it?
sort of thinking. We may need to look into it a bit more, depending
Yeah.
on whether it works and all these sorts of things. But that's
Yeah.
sort of what the rate is, I think.
Yeah, but that's pretty good.
Not bad, is it? From £3.
Yeah, excellent.
Are you carrying on
I can if
the
you want.
camera theme? Yeah,
Camera theme.
because I've got them here. I can read it.
Right. Okay. So we're doing all of them.
Yeah, go
Right.
for it.
In total, I've got 3 cameras, and pay £3 each for them. So this is another one, £3. It's a Panasonic Lumix, 12 megapixel.
This is a DMC-FS15 for those that are interested.
You
No
know,
one's
it's-
interested.
No one's interested. No, that's it. But it's yeah, quite a cool little camera. I had a Lumix personally for years and loved it, and only just recently got rid of it really. But yeah, so they are good little cameras, and yeah, again, no charger. None of these cameras came with a charger. I believe the Lumix it may need a separate charger, so I'll have to look into that. But yeah, so if it's all working, then price wise,
£34.99.
£34.99. That's
Not bad.
good. Yeah, excellent. So I'll move on to the last one. Now I've got a Sony CyberShot. What one was this?
This is a DSC-W810.
Yeah, cool. And this one is a 20 megapixel camera.
Ooh. Sort of thought he needed that, huh?
But again, that's £3, which was absolutely fantastic. No charger, but again, possibly might charge through the camera. So I'll have to see. Got an SD card in it as well, which will help with the sale and the price.
This is going
But,
to be the one you want, hun. This is going to be your
This is going to be my
shining moment, hun. $69.99.
wow.
I know.
That's
You
fantastic.
bought the most, the thing with the most profit.
Do I?
You got from the boot sale, yeah?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I know. You hero.
But yeah, no, that's really cool. No, I do like.
Bad from £3.
No,
hun?
it's not bad from £3 at all. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works. Because I'll say they're not tested yet. Yeah, that's a brilliant
It's good,
price.
isn't it?
Yeah, cool.
So, have you gone through all your electrical
think,
bits and pieces there?
I don't know about this case. I think I just come with
something.
There's a case that must have come with the cameras, but yeah, but that's we'll probably might put that with one of the cameras.
Well, should we go through what we spent then? Because we haven't revealed what we spent at this boot sale. Just looking around, we have done everything.
We've done everything.
So we have sort of split it in one way. We've got the things on the table that we showed you. That's 12 listings hung. And this is what we spent on the items we've just...
Really?
That's not right. Oh, it is right. It is right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I threw myself then when I tried to mentally add it up. But that's what we've spent here.
On these items
on these items on the table.
£24.70.
And this is the listing value for these items.
£299.88.
And in the pub, when we showed you the clothing and the shoes, because we've split that for the little store, we spent...
That's a 5. Is that a 5, is it?
Yeah.
Honestly, every week, just... Maybe next time write it underneath instead of keep going over the top of it.
I'd like to challenge you, Han. I'd like to challenge you.
So it's £55.50.
Yes, and this I rewrote the
oh yes, excellent, thank you.
The listing value
is £664.73. That's for the clothing.
That's for the clothing, I know. It's because we bought so many pound shoes and so many of them were new.
Wow.
Yes, there's definitely, I think when you compare the two, I think there's more money, more profit in the clothing and shoes, but we did buy loads of clothing and shoes this week. But if we lump them all together, this is the amount we spent at that boot sale.
So a total of £80.20.
Yes, so for the big store we've got 12 listings. For the little store we've got 27 listings. But in total we have
39 listings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the listing value from everything that we got from that boot sale.
Altogether it's £964.61 from 80 quid.
From 80 quid, yeah. I mean, obviously we've got to sell it, but we've already sold.
We got all the
if we
fees
go back to what we've sold, we've already sold.
So we already sold £80 worth.
Yeah, so we've sort of, we haven't really because of the fees and the postage.
But it's on its way there now.
It's a good sign, isn't it? It's a good sign.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So so should we go through the breakdown? I've lumped them together to do the breakdown.
Yeah, we do. We tend to do a best case and a worst case scenario on our breakdowns. Breakdown. Right, so we start with the listing value, which is £964.61, and the eBay fees on that. The eBay fees are on average 11.9% plus VAT, and then you also have a order transaction fee of 30p plus VAT, so that's 36p. So the eBay fees would come to £151.79 on that, and then your postage costs would be approximately £156, and then we've got the £80.20 that we purchased all the items for. So all of those figures you take off of the £964.61, and that leaves you a best case profit of £576.62.
I know, it was a cracking boot sale. And
That's
those
fantastic.
5 hours of us having the sore feet.
So you don't mind the 5 hours for that sort of profit.
Walking around in what seemed like quicksand.
I know, yeah. I mean, there were areas that were a little bit dicey, weren't they?
It was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah. It was like walking on a sponge.
Yeah, I couldn't walk for 2 days because of all that walking, but it was worth it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
We're now going to take you through the worst case, because if you're new to these videos, you may think, oh, they've spent £80 and suddenly it's going to become £900, but it's not quite like that, because obviously all the items we bought, 39 listings, there's quite a lot of time to get those items ready to be listed, and then the time of listing them, the time of taking the photographs, and then locating them, it all adds up, all your time.
Yeah.
So we'll take you through the worst case. So the worst case would be that everything's on our store for a month and then it goes into a sale. We might be generous and have a 30% sales. If we did, it would knock that £964.61 down to a listing value of £675.22. The fees would be reduced because the listing value is lower.
Yeah.
So the fees would be about £96.42. The postage would be the same. The postage is an average because some items would be sent on a cheaper service.
Oh, yeah.
Like clothing goes on a cheaper service than books, for example. So the postage would be £156 averagely. The stock is £80.20, so that would leave us £342.60 as our profit.
That's a worst case profit.
Worst case profit. So
and that's still fantastic, really.
Yes.
So I'm really pleased with that.
Considering 2 of the games we can't really do anything with,
Yeah.
and you have got some electrical items that you need to test to make sure they
Yes,
work.
obviously, if they don't work, then that's going to take it out of the listing value as well, and out of the profit.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, you know, what you have items that do sell at full price, but the bulk of ours, it's either sort of best offers that come through,
Yeah.
or when we
sale.
have a sale. So we take an average, because yes, we do have some that sell at full price, but we do have some that sell, you know, a little bit less, and then some sell at 30%, and some will never ever sell. So we tend to take an average of the best case and the worst case. So I would sort of think we'd probably be looking at about, what would you say, the 450
Probably
to
about
480 mark
Yeah.
is what we'd be looking at.
And
So
what we sort of haven't shown as well, which we do like to make reference to, is that we do use promoted listings, but our
Oh, yeah.
figures here do not show that, because a lot of people don't use
Yeah.
promoted listings. Also,
Yeah.
you can't always put a price on promoted listings, because you might have a
can
higher
vary.
rate on books than you do for clothing. So
It's-
it's not easy for us to work out. But yes, this wouldn't be the figure we would get, because we would promote.
we do promote, yes, and it's all really on personal preference and what works for you.
Sometimes
on
we do
promoted listing.
trending and things like this, don't we?
Yeah,
It's-
so it does vary quite a bit, so we can't really sort of include that.
No, but if you are new to reselling, then you do need to have sort of a rough idea of that,
Yeah.
because that does factor into it. So you know, we wouldn't necessarily be getting those exact amounts,
No,
because
no,
it will
that's
fluctuate depending
yeah,
on
it
what
does.
promoted listing we use.
Yeah,
Also, we've started using other sites like Depop and Poshmark. We haven't sold anything on Poshmark yet, but
no,
we
not
are
yet.
using other sites, and
We'll get
sometimes
there.
the fees can be different. So
Yes, yeah,
So,
that's
yes.
it. So we're basing it all on eBay. All on eBay.
yes, but something
fees,
like a pair of shoes on eBay might be slightly different price or different rate on a
on
different
Depop. Yeah,
platform.
exactly, yeah.
So yes, so don't think that we're doing amazing well, because we have only sold 4 items.
The thing
So-
is, it's all right us saying, like I say, that sort of price, but until it sells, it's
It's just sat on the shelf.
just sat there.
You're not getting any profit until it sells. So.
Exactly. So,
But it does sort of show us that boot sales really are where we make probably our
Yes.
most, that and auctions.
boot sales and auctions, I think, are our thing.
Yeah.
I think that's where we do make the most profit.
Yes, and you know, a while ago we were sort of moaning that we couldn't get decent brands at boot sales, but the last couple of boot
Wow,
sales we've
that's
sort of
changed a bit,
I
hasn't
think
it?
we've
I
looked
think-
more. I think we've
Yeah, there might be a bit of that we
Yeah.
didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, so I
But,
think we have looked. I mean, you know, still seeing a lot of Atmosphere and George
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Primark, but there are some brands out there. We just have to keep going with it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
we enjoyed it, didn't we? We loved it.
Yes, yeah, it was
Fun
nice.
day out.
Nice to get to that boot sale, and yeah, it was fantastic.
So we hope you've enjoyed seeing what sort of thing we picked up and what they are going to be listed for. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed we get some of those prices.
Yeah, that would be fantastic if we did.
So thanks, as always, thanks for your support.
Yes, if you did like the video, please do give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It is free. And yeah, and we'll
Thanks
see
for
you,
watching.
Yeah, see you in the next one.